In the brand new movie, The Mod Squad, please welcome Claire Danes. Oh, you got to put that on, yeah, so that we can actually hear what you're saying. How are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Well, nice to see you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
I think you mean that.
I do, I do,
Great.
I do.
You know, I was just in Los Angeles. Actually, Andy and I were both in Los Angeles doing some stuff last week, and I got this invitation to go to the Playboy Mansion one night.
But I didn't see you there.
Well, because I couldn't go. I was working that night, and then I was leaving, so I couldn't go.
You have to make a point of going. It's imperative.
You went, right?
Oh my gosh. I went kind of on a whim. I brought my friend Maya from school, and I was with my boyfriend, and I called Scott, my friend, who directed the Mod Squad, wondering if he wanted to go to dinner, and he said he was going to Hugh Hefner's house, and so I was totally inspired. So I brought my innocent friend Maya to the Playboy Mansion.
Like, I have read about the Playboy Mansion since I was like 10 years old, dreamed about the Playboy Mansion. I'm still dreaming about the Playboy Mansion right now as I'm speaking to you. You went, tell us all, because we haven't been there. What was it like?
It's Xanadu, totally. Like, it's the most fascinating place. But it was surprisingly non-threatening. It was sort of like sex Disneyland. It really was.
The best kind of Disneyland. Yay! I like this. I imagine it's like a topless Hall of the Presidents.
But it was kind of a cliche, but totally satisfying. Like, there was Hugh and his red robe and pipe, and
he really does that?
on, you know, well, yeah, many bottoms. It was great.
Not real women, just ceramic bottles that he has around for his amusement.
No, they're real. Believe you me, I think.
Are there? So there are women walking around wearing what?
You know, roller skates, nothing.
Boat.
You know, some were wet, some were dry. I mean, so to speak.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it was really great. There was like a game room, and that was my favorite part.
What's in the game room?
Well, it was exciting. Like, I mean, it's totally stuck in 1983, but there was a Pac-Man, like, and a Frogger. There was a pinball machine that had, you know, Hugh's image splashed all over it.
Yeah. Has anyone told Hugh that no one plays Pac-Man anymore?
Well, I was enjoying it. I wasn't gonna, you know,
burst his
inform
bubble.
him that it was, but I'm scared of
I remember when
Nintendo.
I was a kid reading about James Caan. James Caan apparently has the record. I'm going to get sued now for, like, slandering him, or beaten senseless, I hope the latter. James Caan has the record for sleeping, like, with the most consecutive Playboy bunnies, that he would always be there. You didn't see James Caan.
I saw him there. He was in, like, the backgammon room. He was there in fine form.
Was he playing pong?
He was playing backgammon with his son, and they were having a really intense conversation about bunt cake. I remember. And
What?
It was really surreal. I don't know. They were just talking about bunt cake.
That is such a letdown.
I know.
You think, like, you saw James Caan, what was he doing? What was he talking about? Discussing bunt cake with his son. What a drag. What's to say?
Well, I don't know. I think he was telling a joke, and I don't know. All I caught was bunt cake. I was a little, you know.
And then you said, I'm getting out of here.
That's it.
We're talking about
weird
bunt cake.
for me.
Is it fun, though? Did you, at the end of the day, did you have a good time?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I met Oscar De La Hoya, which was a total thrill. And
what is he doing there? Just hanging out?
He was hanging out with his wife, who was pregnant and was very beautiful. He was very in love. He was very in love.
That's like an odd thing.
He was
to take your pregnant wife. Hey, let's go check out the chicks at the Playboy Mansion.
I know, it's a little strange, but they seemed very comfortable, and I was very happy to meet him, so.
You met a hero of yours recently.
I did indeed.
Deborah Harry.
Deborah Harry is like my total heroine. Yeah, and so actually, a little while ago, we went to an S&M club.
You tell great stories, by the way. You do not disappoint. Every single story is really... I heard you went to buy a cookie the other day. Yes, I did, and on my way, I saw a stripper, you know?
We did. We went, and it was vinyl night, and you were only allowed to wear vinyl. You know, you could, if you weren't allowed in. But because we were with Debbie, who's like the queen of that world, it was okay. But it was really exciting, and John Holmes, his son, was on the stage.
Right. Famous porn actor.
Famous porn actor. You know, Boogie Nights. That's the lead character is based on him.
Mm-hmm.
But he was just sitting on the stage, actually standing, reading a newspaper and fondling his penis. Very, very peculiar.
And is that part of the entertainment, or was he killing time? I mean, think I'll just check out the sports page and take care of a little business, and what's going on?
No, I think
I'm curious. I've never been to one of these clubs.
I think it was, performance act. But it was great. I was sort of dancing and kind of glancing at this very peculiar scene on stage, and there was a
interesting.
It was too powerful, the image. But yeah, there was a cage where like audience members could. Well, I mean, it was a club. It's not like we were seated or anything, but where different people in the audience could stand, and transsexuals would attack you.
Wait, as part of you can get into a cage if you want.
Yeah.
And people will attack you? Are they in the cage with you, or do they poke you like through the cage?
Put you down and make fun of you and call you names and.
I would like that, actually.
Well, I was flirting with the idea of jumping in myself, but I decided to abstain.
Now, how do you leave a party like that? I mean,
well, I was kind of tired, actually. It was overwhelming, so I said to Debbie, I was like, I think I'm going to go. Thank you so much. This was a great experience. She goes, no, Claire, you can't go. They haven't had sex yet on stage. And I was like, what? She goes, they're not even fully naked. They haven't, not nearly close to having intercourse.
Right.
But it's okay.
And you were like, that's okay.
Well, I was satiated,
You went to a Marilyn Manson concert recently, and you were actually.
Playboy Mansion.
I'm getting all my favorite topics done here, but I understand you were at the concert where he got hurt, which everyone's talking about.
It was pretty bizarre, kind of amazing. It was actually really sweet because where I was sitting, I could see Rose McGowan, his girlfriend.
Wait, I want to hear how this is sweet.
I think I'm guessing he's a surprisingly normal and innocuous fella, but. Rose
you mean
McGowan,
that he gets it out of his system on stage, but the rest of the time?
Something. I don't know. I think there's more than meets the eye with that Manson man. But Rose McGowan was like clearly infatuated with him and bopping away, and he was so aggressive and confrontational when he was singing to the audience, and he would sneak a few peeks at Rose, and they would have this little, sweet exchange, and his face would sort of melt, and I was getting this great perspective of the scene. It was hilarious.
It was so weird to think of him like, sticking his tongue out going, like that, and then turning to his girlfriend and be like,
I'll be home a little late. Feed the cat.
It was very much like that.
But he got hurt on that.
Well, yeah, I mean, he jumped on a speaker and jumped off, and he's wearing, 5 foot platforms, and he just tripped, sprained his ankle. That was the end of the show. It was such a letdown. I mean, I was ready for an overdose or something, but he just tripped and fell.
Went, ow!
Yeah, Manson just got a boo-boo, That was
Did they then come on the loudspeaker? The show has been canceled. Marilyn Manson has a boo-boo.
Totally. And I thought he should have been really hardcore and sang in a wheelchair or something and finished the show.
He just said, screw it, I'm out of here.
Yeah, he was done. He was ready to make out with Rose.
Mod Squad is opening Friday, March 26th. And did you remember the TV show at all?
Well,
because I'm much older than you, but I remember the TV show when I was a kid. Did you go back and look at tapes or anything?
Yeah, I saw a few episodes. It's a really great show. So.
Yeah. Well, we're looking at clips from it today. It looked like a lot of fun. Yeah. Thank you very much for coming by, though. It was very cool having you here. Claire Danes, everybody. Mod Squad, March 26th. Check it out. Chris Eigenmann coming up. We'll be right back.